The wind sliced through the empty streets of New York like a sharp blade. Emily was cornered, shivering with cold against the wall of a brick building, her body exhausted, fingers completely numb. Her coat, now torn and useless, made no difference. She was alone, invisible, unnoticed as the hurried pedestrians passed by, completely oblivious to her pain. Then a shadow appeared. A low whimper cut through the icy air. Emily lifted her eyes and saw what the city ignored. A large dog, a German shepherd lying next to a garbage bin. His fur, tangled and dirty, couldn't hide how weak he was. His eyes, deep and sad, stared into the darkness with the same desperation she felt. With a last ounce of strength, Emily crawled toward him. "You're alone too," she whispered. She wrapped the thin blanket she had around him, and he, as if understanding, curled up beside her. For the first time, she didn't feel so invisible. They were together, two survivors in the vast cold. But before relief could set in, the sound of heavy footsteps interrupted. 3 figures emerged from the shadows, and the atmosphere grew tense. Emily froze, her heart racing faster with each passing second. "What do we have here?" One of the men sneered with a cruel smile. "A girl and her mutt. Let's see what you got for us." He stepped closer, and Emily, her stomach tightening, tried to back away, but there was no escape. Before anything could happen, the dog lunged in front of her, teeth bared, ready to defend. The first man charged, but the dog was faster. He bit down on the attacker's arm with fierce strength, and the cry of pain echoed through the night. The other 2 men hesitated, quickly realizing that the dog was stronger than they had anticipated. Tension hung in the air until a strong voice cut through the silence. "Leave her alone." Margaret, a woman with a commanding presence, appeared around the corner. Her calm, decisive demeanor made the men step back. "Leave, or I'll call the police." They hesitated for a moment before retreating. Emily, still trembling with fear, knelt there, gazing up at the woman. Margaret approached, her eyes softening as she looked at the dog. "He was mine," she said, a slight sadness in her voice. "He was stolen years ago. I trained him, and now he's with you." Emily felt a shock. How could the dog be hers? It seemed impossible, but something in the woman's eyes made her believe. Margaret crouched down and looked deeply into Emily's eyes. "You're strong. You're loyal, just like him. And I see in both of you a chance for a fresh start. I can help." She paused and the tension built, but then she added, "I have a home. A safe place where you and he can live without fear. Come with me." Emily, unsure of what to expect, looked at Shadow, the dog. He was weary, but his eyes held a silent trust. I can't keep living like this," Emily murmured, her voice breaking. And in that moment, she made a decision. "Let's go." In the following days, Emily began to feel the weight of her new life. Margaret took her to her home, which was more than a home. It was a mansion surrounded by fields and a facility where dogs were trained for various purposes. It was here that Emily found something she hadn't felt in a long time: hope. She threw herself into working with the dogs, especially Shadow, and soon discovered a rare talent for training them. The bond between them grew stronger, but while Emily found peace, her past was about to come back to collect its price. One day, an unexpected phone call came through. The sound of the phone made her freeze. "Emily?" a voice on the other end said. "We've found your brother. He's alive." Emily went still, her heart pounding out of control. What did this mean? The story she knew was about to be rewritten. Were you moved by Emily and Shadow's journey? What would you do if you were in her shoes? Don't miss the next chapter of this incredible story. Subscribe now and turn on the bell to never miss a detail of this journey of survival. Comment below. We want to hear your thoughts. The fate of Emily and Shadow is still on the line, and you won't want to miss when the secrets of the past are revealed.